Madam Deputy Speaker, Remembrance is truly a moment of national unity. From bereaved service families to the veterans of the Second World War, our country comes together to honour the service and sacrifices of those who have ensured our collective safety and security. Like many veterans, I carry deeply personal memories shaped by conflict and comradeship. We remember those who came before us, but also those who we served alongside, many of whom I served with in both Afghanistan and Iraq, sadly did not come home. Like many members of this House, this weekend I was in my constituency attending the services of Remembrance, and it was an immense privilege to stand alongside Royal Air Force cadets from 12F and 241 Squadron, but Army cadets from 30 Music Detachment of Waltham Forest, but also the Scouts and local families and people of all faiths, our councillors and fellow veterans, looking not only back but forward with hope. It was in that spirit of looking forward that made what happened next very special to me. At the memorial service in Leytonstone, I met 4 black servicemen spanning 4 generations of post-war service: Alan, Peter, Chris and Orlando. I brought together to meet one another because each represented a chapter in our nation's post-war story of service. Alan Seeley was in the Prince of Wales' own regiment of Yorkshire, serving in the 1960s in Aden. Peter Barnett was in the 7th Parachute Regiment, Royal Horse Artillery, who served in Germany and Central America in the 1970s. Chris Nije was a Royal Marine Commando of 42 Commando fame, who served in the Middle East and Germany and Northern Ireland in the 1990s. And then there was Orlando Asimang, who's an RAF cadet starting on his own journey to fulfill his dream to become a pilot like I myself once was. What united us was Remembrance itself and the pride of service. For Peter, it was getting his red berry and his wings. For Chris, it was going from Bethnal Green to jumping out of aeroplanes. And for Orlando, it was being able to lay a wreath on behalf of his Royal Air Force Squadron 12F. Experiences of duty and service passed from one generation to the next. And as we stood there, 5 black men, remembering our ancestors and friends alongside our neighbours, listening to faith leaders reading from the Bible, the Torah and the Quran, I was reminded that remembrance belongs to everyone. Yeah. Sadly, in 2025, there are those who seek to taint this sacred moment with their prejudice. That is why it's so vital that we stand loud and proud in honouring the service of the people from every background, every faith and every circumstance, especially those who have made the ultimate sacrifice in defence of the freedoms we all share. Remembrance reminds us that unity itself is part of the legacy that is entrusted to us. I shared some of my thoughts with Peter, who wisely suggested we should all head to the pub afterwards, because after all, Madam Deputy Speaker, what could be more British than that?
Yeah.